Previously on In the Shadow of Bob. Our 10 brave Kerbonauts began their odyssey around the Jool System in the Hef 3500, visiting Bop, the Moon, Minmus, and Laythe. After landing on Bop, Commander German, Engineer Bill, and crew rookie Jolena made a truly horrifying discovery. The Kraken was dead. Fearing panic and chaos if word ever got out about the discovery, the KSP ordered them to keep it a tight secret. Once the crew finally arrived on Laythe, they decided to take an extended stay there to rest and recuperate. And that's when Harry and Bill decided to set off in search of her parents. To which German was unhappy, to say the least.
What?
Will the mission be able to continue, or will the crew fall into disarray?
So you're telling me Bill and Harry both just went AWOL?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, that is correct.
Under my command?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea how much of an insult that is to my honor? That is them telling me they have no regard or respect for me, you, this mission, the KSP, any of us. They just left us. Did I ever tell you what happened the last time I had someone go AWOL on me?
Yeah, I think you told me. The war, right?
Bingo. And what happened to them?
They got shot down at a moment's notice, torn to shreds.
Exactly. Leaving your mates behind can only end in disaster. You're essentially telling them to go shove it, and you deserve whatever happens to you thereafter. So what are you still doing here? Get the others and organize a search party immediately.
Yes, sir. Bill? Harry? Hello? Marco? Nothing. Well, I tried, man.
God, this is no use. Kevin, try and send out some radio signals, see if anything comes up.
Pardon me, I've been trying, Master Germund. 'Tis not been successful. Methinks their tracking system hath been compromised.
That's just great. So not only did they abandon us, but now we can never find them. Brilliant.
Hey, Germund? I think I
found out why we can't pick up their location.
What is it, Nezzer?
They removed the antenna
from the rover.
They could be anywhere. If they went out to sea, they could be 100 kilometers away by now. I'm sorry.
So that's it then. They've left us. I've failed as a leader.
Germund, you haven't failed. They betrayed us. They left us on their own volition. Are you alright?
Yes, thank you. But I'm definitely coming down with something. I've been trying to hide it from you all.
After this fruitless search, the KSP decided that a further search by the crew was pointless, and ordered the crew to leave Laythe. Due to his current mental state and physical illness, though, German was relieved of his duties, leaving Jebediah as the new commander. Before too long, it was time for the Maverick to leave this lush moon behind. Alright everyone, listen up. Per an order from the KSP, German has been relieved of his duties, leaving me as the mission's new commander. Everyone get strapped in, we take off in just a few. Let me be clear though, Ned. I am in full control this time. You hear me? That's fine. I don't want to argue with you again, seeing as it got us nowhere last time. But I have to ask, why do you choose to be this way? Bill told me you were once actually pretty pleasant to be around, believe it or not. I choose to be like this because I know best. My whole career, I've been at the top, the KSP's numero uno. And you think you can just walk in and take that away from me? Listen, I'm not trying to take anything from you. Not everything is about you, you know? You're sure making it sound like this is about me. That's for sure. Now why don't you shut it? I've got an SSTO to fly. KSC, this is Maverick. Ready to take off on your command.
You are cleared for takeoff.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Close the cargo bay.
Ned, get that closed. I'm on it. I'm on it. Exciting Mach 1. Beginning steep climb.
Copy that.
Continue your ascent.
Switching to closed cycle mode in 3, 2, 1. And shut down.
F-3500 to Maverick, you are now cleared to dock.
Copy that.
Attention everyone, I have an important announcement that I'd like to relay to you from the KSP.
What is it?
Aye, it's good news. Have a listen for yourself.
After reviewing what occurred on Laythe and the effects that it had on Kerbin, coupled with the illness that he has recently developed, we've made the tough decision to permanently relieve Kerbin of his command, effective immediately. He is to be sent back to Kerbin aboard the Maverick tomorrow. A backup crew member, Stanley Kerbin, will shortly be sent to the F-3500 to take his place.
Can they do that?
What are they thinking, man? Are you sure you're okay with this, German?
Enough. Everyone simmer down. I know it's unexpected news. For a while, I didn't know how to come to terms with it either. But upon reflecting upon my current state and the mess I created by allowing Harry and Bill to leave us, I see no reason why I should deserve to be a part of this crew any longer. I have failed all of you, and for that, I am deeply sorry. Besides, it's not my choice. The KSP's word on this is final.
Kermit, you don't have to do this. We all want you to stay. You didn't fail us, they left us. Yeah, man, it's their fault, not yours. Super uncool of them.
And what kind of example would that set for the rest of you? No, I'm not doing it. I am okay with this. End of discussion.
And with that, it was over. The next day came, and German bid his crew farewell as he set off back to Kerbin. Once he made his landing, he was then taken into the KSP's medical facility to recover from his illness. In mere days, the 10-strong crew of the F-3500 had been reduced to just 7. Hey, can we stop and actually land somewhere? We've been sailing for days now. I'm starting to get a little seasick. Fine. We'll have a stop off that peninsula up ahead. Really? That'll still take us hours. Listen, we're here and there's no turning back, okay? You chose to come with me. Bill? Bill?
Sorry, I think I'm losing it.
Dehydrated, seasick. Okay, let's see here. So, I don't think I bothered to ask, like, what's your plan exactly anyways? How are you gonna find your parents? I think I might have an idea of their whereabouts. I know for sure they're on the side that never sees Jool. We'll need to cover thousands of kilometers to get there. The one thing I know is that I must never lose hope.
Oh, well, isn't that reassuring? An entire half of a planet to search? Awesome! Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have a little rest under that tree over there. It looks like it'll be able to provide us with food as well. I'm going insane.
Bill, I wouldn't go near that tree.
What do you mean? It's just a tree. Ah! What in the name of Bob is this? The leaves, they look like us. What is this? What is this place, man? I'm going insane. I gotta get out of here. Why did I come along? Why did I agree to come along with you on this?
Your guess is as good as mine. At least we've got some shade from the sun now.
Sorry. True, I guess. It's very hot out here, but man, I do not like this one bit. Life scares me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It kinda scares me too, I'm gonna be honest. While we were out at sea, I could have sworn I saw at least one or two fins jumping out of the water at one point. I thought I'd spare you the anxiety, though.
Wait, you saw what?
Following their quick rest under the freakish foliage of Laythe, the dynamic duo then continued on their odyssey across the moon, through mountains and plains, islands and continents, oceans and beaches, for what seemed like an eternity. Hours became days, days became weeks, until after, actually neither of them were really keeping the time, on the slopes of one of Laythe's many active volcanoes, Harry began to falter. Stop the rover. What? Why? It's no use. I went out here without any sort of plan. I'll never find my parents. I bet they never even left Kerbin. Really? You're just gonna give up on your dream now? It wasn't just a dream. It was a delusional fantasy. I'm sorry for dragging you along. I think I'll just stay here for a while. If you want to stay here for the night, that's fine. I think I'll do a little more searching before I join you, though. Never lose hope is what you always said, right? Yeah, I suppose so. Well, I guess I'll do a little more searching on my own. It's really a beautiful night out, though. The stars are shining. Bob, probably among them somewhere. The alien crickets are chirping. I'm feeling good. Wait, what? What is that up ahead? Is that an airplane? Excuse me? As Bill and Harry continued their odyssey across the wonders of Laythe, the KSP quickly made preparations to send a backup crew member, Stanley Kerman, to the HEF 3500. Stanley was a bit of an odd fellow, having seemingly appeared out of nowhere one day, yet he somehow managed to secure a job with the KSP almost immediately. This launch went off without a hitch, and soon enough, the crew found themselves ready to take in their newest member. Although many of them felt unenthusiastic about this new crew member, the crew of the HEF 3500 continued on, and they soon found themselves making their way out to Paul, Jool's outermost and certainly strangest satellite. Formerly home to the triannual Kerbal Tumbling Olympics, held on the slopes of the treacherous Mount Needleton, Bob had certainly changed it in a truly bizarre way. Why is there a giant clump of Cheeto dust floating outside the ship, man? I'm sorry, what? Take a look, man. You know that's Paul, right? Paul? I had a friend named Paul once. We used to hang out after school every Friday. No, Paul. P-O-L. You know, where we're going? Oh yeah, right, I knew that. We're landing on that thing? I mean, we're gonna try. I don't know what Bob was thinking when he transformed it. Methinks he wasn't quite sober while creating this one, perhaps.
KSC to F-3500. Assume final landing position. Distance to surface 100 meters.
Roger, activating landing engines. Final descent initiated. 30 meters. 20. 10. 5. And touchdown confirmed.
Excellent work, Jeb. It's incredible that you've been able to keep this
mission afloat despite being down a whole 3 crew members. Tell the engineers to prepare the mining system.
Understood, but, we only have one engineer remaining, no?
Yes, that is correct. Since Bill and Harry decided to ditch their duties, after
Much deliberation, we've come up with a solution. We've sent you all a backup crew member, Stanley Kerbin.
Oh, brother, not that guy.
Did you hear us okay? Is something wrong?
Yes, I heard you, thank you. I'm sure all of us will be pleased to meet him. When's he arriving on Paul, though?
He will be arriving in approximately 23 seconds.
Huh? Hey, Jeb, come get a look at this. There's a giant trash can about to hit the surface. Oh, boy. Yoo-hoo. Anyone home? Hello? Anybody there?
So, I heard you guys needed an extra engineer. Thought I'd come and join you.
Yeah, that's right. Didn't think I'd ever be seeing you again, much less here.
Holy fuel tanks on an I-beam. Is that Jebediah Kerman?
Yep, it's me, alright. Your tiny drop pod make you forget?
Oh yeah, that thing? Yeah, but it's the KSP standard now. But everyone, this guy is the greatest. Truly the best there ever was. Just don't mention the time he asked me where his sunglasses were. I said they might be right there on his head.
Hey, can we not?
Or even better, the time he brought his plane into my shop thinking the flight controls were broken, and I told him, you know, the gust locks are still in, right?
That's actually pretty funny. Reminds me of the time I almost forgot to remove the pedo tube cover.
Hey, who's this guy? I ain't never seen you before. Wait, no. It's the guy who they fished off the streets.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but really, man? Hey, Stanley, what do you think of Paul? I'm convinced it's full of Cheeto dust. Alright, that's enough funny talk. Now can we actually get on to setting up the mining equipment?
Aye, Captain. Sorry to bother you.
Well, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Tell me about it. I'm not looking forward to the rest of the mission with this clown on board. Well, hey, look at that. We finally agree on something. Yeah, I suppose so. Let's just get this refueling out of the way, though. And, after that rather unexpected moment of unity, the HEF 3500 then proceeded to uneventfully refill its fuel tanks on the surface of Paul, which very much left Furwise confused about how in the universe Cheeto dust could possibly be made into rocket fuel. And, after but a few days, the ship then departed from Paul and departed the Jool System entirely, to begin the lengthy transfer to its first interplanetary target, Eve.
Well. If it isn't Gerbin Kerman, the acclaimed mission commander and master rover navigator. I've heard lots of great things about you. Who the hell are you? Where am I? And what is the meaning of this? My name is Kithral Kerman, ringleader of the Trippy Rebellion. Pleasure to be acquainted with you. What in the hell kind of name is that? You guys gonna ask me if I found any weird mushrooms on Laythe or something?
Silence!
Very funny. Did anyone tell you you should have been a comedian? Anyways, we are the Resistance. We stand against the KSP and the evils it has committed against the world. Like what? Public deception? Hiding the true shape of Kerbin? Don't tell me you guys actually believe in that load of nonsense. Very funny. Well, I mean your pal Nedzer. Remember how he got hired? Yeah, point taken. But why would you want to bring us down? We've done wonders for the Kerbal race. Because they do not value the sanctity of Kerbal life. You see Sugar over there? They sent her on a 400-year mission to certain death in a black hole from another dimension. Not only that, they now dare to stand up to a literal god of their own making, Bob. Opposing him will spell our certain doom. Besides, he's made the Kerbal system a better place, hasn't he? Maybe so, my friend, maybe so. But you want to talk about those other star systems that he's altered, changed, even outright destroyed? Has he made them a better place for their inhabitants? Didn't think so.
Enough! What do you know about the Kraken? We picked up a lot of signals that seem to allude to it. Lots of suspicious signals from Bop, of all places.
You're bluffing. You don't know anything.
Oh, is that right? Well then, have a listen to this.
Don't tell anyone about this. Not even those on the head. They do not need to know.
I have never heard that message in my life. It is fabricated.
Is that so? Jerk?
You think threatening me is gonna work? If I die here, you'll never get anything out of me.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is you better spill the beans. Unless you want that crew of yours to be in grave danger.
Yeah, right, pal. You expect me to believe you can reach them?
We'll find a way. We're quite friendly with Bob, after all. Just last week we managed to make contact, and he was willing to give us everything that we need.
You expect me to believe you found Bob? That's rich, considering it's basically all the KSP's been trying to do for the last several years since his ascension.
Alright then, fine. Don't believe me. We'll go ask Bob himself what's up.
Alright, that's fine. Go on and do it then. Freaks.
Very well. Though I should warn you, your crewmates better watch their backs up there. We have operatives all across the Kerbal system, and I know full well they'll be doing their absolute best to stop the KSP's death wish of a mission. Nowhere is safe from our wrath, except Tylo. That place is scary. But since you think we're full of it, I suppose we'll let you go.
Wait, what? We can't...
Silence! No one will believe a word he has to say. Not even that wife of his, Dolores. Besides, the KSP already very much knows of our existence. He is of no use to us any longer. But I must ask, since you don't believe us, how about we show you we're not messing around by talking to Bob himself? Sugar, contact base Divinity 4.
Yes, Master. Attempting to establish a connection.
We've thoroughly interrogated German Kerman. No dice. Attempt to ask Bob what went on with the Kraken.
Are you sure we want to risk talking to him again?
It's the only way the world can know the truth.
Very well then. We will do our best. Oh, great Bob Kerman, his supreme power, his divinity. May we request a shred of your ultimate wisdom?
What is it that you can serve me with, Nero?
Your Excellence, we wanted to know, what in fact has become of the beast known as the Kraken?
That little parasite of the cosmos, I tore it to shreds. It is no more. Gone are the days where Kerbals have to fear its wrath. They do not have to fear its wrath. No, the only wrath they have to fear is now my own. I have enacted a monopoly of power upon this realm, and none shall challenge me, lest they be annihilated as this beast was. Let the Kraken's death serve as an example of my supreme might.
You believe us yet? That's right. Bob Kerman himself has just told us all we need to know. And now, we shall share this knowledge with the world.
You can't do that. Do you have any idea what this will do? The world will fall into absolute chaos.
Yes, that is the plan, after all. Thank you for your cooperation. Be seeing you around.
No. No. No!
Are we there yet, man? We've been traveling through space for ages.
Yes, Furwise, we actually are. Can you believe it?
Wait, really?
No! Attention, everyone. I'd like to bring to your attention to something. The KSP has a message for us.
Is it about my drop pod's extended warranty?
A message? It's been a while since they've spoken to us. Quite strange, really. Usually they're constantly nagging us about every little thing. Yes, I agree it's strange, but let's have a listen, shall we?
Hello, HEP 3500. Come in. You copy? We are sending this transmission to you to alert you of a situation back on Kerbin. For reasons
Outside of our control, the KSP will have to temporarily cease communications with your spacecraft until the situation is resolved. Until then, your directive is to continue the mission as per the original mission plan. Travel between the various celestial bodies of the Kerbaler system in search of Bob Kerbin. We, however, can assure you one thing. We will return with more information.
A situation, they saith. Can those knobs just do that? Seesaw contact with us? Methinks that is absurd.
Even Ned's hiring was more normal compared to this.
Everyone, calm down. I agree that it's absurd, but there's really nothing we can do about it. We are to simply continue the mission as normal. That has always been our directive in a mission such as this. And with that rather chilling message, the HEF 3500 continued to Eve, eventually making its orbital insertion around the cloudy planet, until, of course, it was time to land. For this particular landing, crew members Nedzer and Jolena Kerman had been chosen to descend to the surface in the Leonardo lander. Without much else they could do, really, the pair undocked from the safety of the ship and began their journey down to the surface. Eve itself also appeared to have been changed quite radically by Bob. For one, the planet had entirely lost its iconic purple color, being replaced by a planet with a highly reflective, almost white layer of shining clouds. It also had a ring, very briefly, or at least that's what Jack claims to have seen during his brief time as a volunteer at the K2 Observatory. Rather politely, though, Bob had also significantly reduced its surface gravity, conveniently making for a much easier return.
Leonardo, this is HEF 3500. Expect Eve entry interface in T-minus 30 seconds.
Copy that. See you on the other side.
Connection reestablished. Leonardo, do you read me?
Loud and clear, HEF 3500.
Steady. Steady. Bring her down.
Got it. Touchdown confirmed. Welcome to Eve. My first landing on another planet. Looks a lot less purple these days, huh? Sure does. And the gravity's more comfortable too. Though according to the thermometer outside, it's quite a bit hotter. But if the KSC still had contact with us, you know what they'd be saying by now. Get on out there and do science already, or something like that? Bingo.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Get on out there and do science already.
Alright, Gene, thank you, we're on it. Alright, so next on the itinerary is surface feature examination? Ah, yes, finally my time to shine.
This'll teach you not to mess with Bob.
clear for launch.
Copy that.
Engaging rotors in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotor engagement successful. Altitude sealants fast approaching. Igniting main engine and detaching rotors on your mark. Mark! First stage fuel depleted. Activating the second stage engine.
Understood. Leonardo?
Everything okay? Nedzer? Jolena? Do you read me? F-3500, we read you. The engine is unresponsive.